Hi guys, a lot of people were asking me how to craft the 7 or 8 link gloves for instackers, and you want to start on a level 84 base. You can go higher if you want, but it will add some mods that are not that good. And the base is gonna be fingerless seed gloves because we have Crown of Eyes on most of the builds, so we scale with the spell damage. You can also use gripped gloves, but I think fingerless is better because it's an energy shield base and you scale off of energy shield. And as influence, you want Shaper and Elder, and you want to start by spamming intelligence essences, which are essences of spite. There's a lot of other different ways to craft these, but if you want intelligence on them and also keep the 7 link or 8 link or whatever, you probably need to start on the essence. And we want to essence spam until with faster attacks. If you want level 20, it's going to be 65 essences on average. If you want a lower level, it's going to take a lot less. As you can see here, it takes like 22 for the tier 3. And I'll show you how to craft this step by step. You want to start by essence spamming until you have faster attacks like this. If you get another suffix, you have to gamble to remove it. You either annul or use suffix to prefix. We want to get rid of the last suffix because we want to get crit multi on them. And if you break it like this, you have to spam all over again until you remove the mod. If you get lucky and you just have 2 suffixes like this, you're fine. If your prefixes are full, let's say I craft mod pool suffixes, I just craft a random suffix, band suffix. Let's say I craft a random suffix and I fill up the prefixes, right? If your prefixes are full like this and you can't continue the craft, you can always go in harvest and you can do reforge keep suffixes. Make sure that before you do reforge keep suffixes, you have blocked all the suffixes because these are reforged and you can actually add a mod. So before doing this, to clean up on one prefix, make sure that you have something crafted. And once you have a prefix open, you want to craft suffix cannot be changed. So our suffixes are protected. And we reforge crit because we want to hit crit multi to attacks. And there's also crit multi to spells because we are using Shaper because we need the slower prods later on in the craft. So this step might be a little hard. And on average, to get at least 50 multi, it takes 3 tries. So we do suffix cannot be changed and reforge critical. And in this case, we got 2 spells and we got lucky. If you want to try, you can like Maven to try and null this and elevate the faster attacks. Or you can suffix to prefix if you don't want to spend the 5x of the Maven Orb. And you want to try and annul this until you get attacks. And let's say I Maven this and I got lucky. Now you do suffix cannot be changed. And you reforce critical again from harvest. You don't have to do this. I got lucky here and I got the attacks have multi. This is like 1 in 6 chance of hitting the 70. So on average, you're not going to be this lucky. It's a 1 in 2 to get any tier of crit multi to attacks. But to get the 70, which is max tier, is going to be 1 in 6. And once you're done with your suffixes, you want to craft suffix cannot be changed and reforge influence. This is going to be a 1 in 3 to hit any tier of slower projectiles, which is a more multiplier and it's a prefix. And we want to reforge influence. It's around 3x, I think, 3-4x on TFT. And the suffix cannot be changed is 2 exalts. So this step alone, every try is like 2x plus 4 is like 5 or 6 exalts. And on average, you have to do it 3 times. I got lucky on the second time and I got slower prods. Once we use lower prods, you want to suffix cannot be changed, and we go ahead and Isling. And these are 50-50 between the slower prods and the suffix cannot be changed. Our suffixes are protected by the craft, and Isling annuls one mod, so it can only annul one of these 2 prefixes, and then adds a veiled mod. If we get lucky and we remove the suffix cannot be changed, we can block something and unveil. If we get unlucky and we remove the slower prods, we have to do suffix cannot be changed and reforge influence again and do the 1 in 3 to get the slower projectile back. In this case, I got lucky and I removed it. I removed the crafted mod the first time. And once we get to this step, we're going to look for what to block. And we're going for veiled mods. As you can see, we probably want to block here Probably either a conversion or some mana, or +2 socket AoE gems. Yeah, we probably want to block AoE gems because the highest weight. Also, a conversion is fine. It's 2000 weight, so just block whatever you don't need on your build, and you then unveil, and you try to go for +2 projectile gems. If you get unlucky, you can repeat all over and redo the prefixes. This craft is extremely expensive. I wouldn't do this myself, but a lot of people were interested, so I'm going over it. If you get unlucky, you have to start over your suffixes and do everything all over. So I mean like suffix can be changed and reforged. Or you can also try to suffix can be changed and annul and remove the Isling mod, which is this one, and do a 1 in 3. I got lucky here, so I can Isling again. And if you remove the what's the name? The slower projectiles, you have to repeat everything from the scratch, from the prefixes. So you do reforce influence and you get it back. It's a 1 in 3 again. But yeah, when you get your Isling, you block and you try to unveil. Let's block a conversion. We unveil and we try to get the +2 pierce, +2 projectile piece an additional target with +2 projectile gems. And the last mod, you can either craft some damage, or you can craft a flat energy shield, and it will give you like 90 something energy shield total. Percent is not actually the best craft. Flat energy shield is better. It goes up to like 90 something, or you can just craft percent damage when you have a flask, or percent damage when where is it? Damage while leeching, or you can also craft damage during any flask. And you got 6 mod gloves. They're really good. The only problem is that really expensive and RNG to make. The first step alone is like 65 essences, and then you need to gamble on having an open suffix. And every step of the way, you can get really unlucky and spend so much money. Instackers are known to be like a really expensive build. A lot of people wanted to know this. I wouldn't personally craft them myself, but this I would do it. There's other versions that you could do when you walk or prefixes or suffixes together, but then you cannot force intelligence that way. But yeah, that is how I would do them. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.